spinning.
Yo, welcome to Put It in the Air TV. I am your host, Fly Ty. You know what I'm saying? And oh man, we got something for you. Come on with it. We gonna bang, we gonna do a lot of things. You see what I'm saying? This is how we rocking. Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up?
Come on with it.
Good.
Come on with it.
All
All right. Yo, check this out. I'm gonna introduce my people. You know what I'm saying? On the end right here, we got my man, Mr. Grant. You know what I'm saying? He's an established football player. He did his thing. My man right here, Schizo. He's an artist. He's a model on VP Records. The boy is bad. You see what I'm trying to say? Right here, this is when you say R&B, you got to say rawly. You see what I'm saying? My man, he's an R&B artist. He's also a VP at a very established line, and he's also an exec. He does his thing, and you're going to hear about him more in a second. My man on the end, last but definitely not least, that's my man, Alan C. You know what I'm saying? He's a CEO of New Kingdom Entertainment, and we in here. Put it in the air. Come on with it. Yeah. What's up, y'all?
It's good. Let's talk.
Get it.
Ready?
This is what it is,
Real
man.
talk right here.
Listen, here's my thing. We gonna put it in the air right now. You know what I'm saying? We no holds barred. We gonna let it go. We gonna let it go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna throw some things in the air, and I want y'all to let me know what y'all feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Boom. See, anytime a subject start off with boom, that means you know it's about to go down. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop music. Today compared to yesterday. How we looking?
Well, I have to say, I speak on that first, because I always speak on it. And in my opinion, like, okay, today I think it's gotten a little confused. I think it doesn't take anything away from talent. Talent is talent. I don't care how you slice it up. I don't care, you know, talent is just talent. But the integrity of hip hop as a culture, as what it really is, I think is not been it's not been preserved. Rap itself has evolved into different forms, yes, but hip hop itself, I don't think the culture has been preserved and given its proper, the roots have been given its proper respect. That's what I feel.
My feeling about it is like it's more about appearances than you know, about what it appears to be than what it actually is. You got a lot of people out here faking jacks. Like we were talking earlier, like we're gonna talk about Officer Ricky. Like that's one individual in particular.
He bringing it straight to it, Officer Ricky. Come on with it.
I've become aware of recently. Like, you know, I've been aware of it for a while, but all right, he makes good music. You know, that Maybach shit that he's doing is hot. It's got people bumping, but his persona and what he puts out there to be this hustler, this gangster, this criminal, that's not real. And what kills me about it is everybody knows that, but everybody gives him a pass on that. And that's something that's different from hip hop back in the day and now.
But I got to say this. I got to say this. Now now I want to take it this way though. Hip hop music, rap music is the only music, is the only entertainment source that keep it real must happen. No other entertainment does that. If you got R&B singers, nobody says, he never fell in love.
No, but R&B singers back in the day kept it real too. You talk about what's that dude David Ruffin for Temptations. He used to run around with a gun and do things, gambling and doing all sorts of things. He kept it real
what
too.
I'm saying is that keeping it real. What I'm saying is
but we talking about keeping it in the street.
But isn't hip hop music? Isn't it just entertainment?
But you got to understand what is hip hop. You know what I mean? How deeply embedded hip hop it is in culture and the more ways, the folk ways of just Black America or America in general. I think hip hop was a great addition just into American culture that allows us to be something and allows us to voice our opinions through music. So, you know, when you look at hip-hop, you got to think about the history of hip-hop and where hip-hop came from.
So why we can't have imagination anymore? Why everything got to be so real?
Well, no, you know what? It doesn't have to be real. As like I've just stated.
You just said about
no, I said that's the way it was. That's the difference between what it was in the beginning and what it is now. it doesn't have to be, because a lot of it ain't real right now. You got a lot of dudes that's faking jacks,
Like
that's
who?
claiming to be. Well, like I said,
Say it. Come on, say it.
we
Like
talked
who?
about Officer Ricky, and I can, you know, I'm on Facebook every day, and I'm looking at a lot of cats. Everybody wants to be a gangster, and everybody's not a gangster. Everybody wants to be a rap artist. Everybody wants to be a singer. Everybody wants to be a star, and goddamn it, everybody can't be a star. Because if everybody's a star, where's the fans gonna come from?
Well, I will say this. I will say this though. I will play devil's advocate and say, at the end of the day, it's about entertainment as an art form to some degree. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you see, remember when Hulk Hogan, you know, was the man in wrestling, or The Rock, or whoever, and they put on this persona to be, you know, that person, you know, to be that badass or whatever, and people bought into the persona. Not necessarily.
It was entertainment.
And you do have to. Now, I think the lines get crossed by saying.
But see, the thing is, that don't work in hip hop because
hip hop evolved from a real thing.
But I guarantee you, most of them dudes could back up the bullshit if they had to. You take like Ali. Ali talked a whole lot of shit, but he could back it up. That's the difference. Like you got some fighters now, and we don't want to talk. You know, I know how you feel about Mayweather.
I'm about to go there in a minute.
We got some that talk a whole lot of shit and can't really back it up.
Okay.
Okay. It's one thing when you can back it up. And back in the day, you could. I tell you another disturbing trend. And this is something that I personally have a problem with because I'm an old school cat. I didn't think hip hop would go take it this far. I'm like Biggie said in that song. I never thought that hip hop would be. I used to call it hip hop to the barbershop music back in the day. I'm an R&B dude, and I still prefer that. I still prefer my hip hop mixed with R&B. I still prefer that. It was a problem if you bit off for other motherfuckers.
Of course.
It ain't a problem no more. Like everybody's doing it. Let's take the biggest dude out there right now, Jay-Z. Like he that dude. He that dude, but let's keep it real. Okay. He's made it to where he's at biting off motherfuckers. And he's not the only one. Now, I'm not going to sit, but you know what? You can't take away.
Okay. Let me say something. See, hip-hop, yes, is an art. But the thing is, this is business. They're in here to make money. Regardless of what they're doing or how they're doing it, the record company tells them, hey, you are an investment. We want a return. If you don't, we drop you, or we shelve you. So therefore, they're put in a position now to do whatever it takes to get fans. Right now, the songs that I hear now are heard on Sesame Street. There's no intelligence, there's no creativity, there's nothing involved that want to move you. Back when KRS-One was doing it, made you think. Eric B, he made you think. I'm still thinking about stuff he did back then. So now, we're in a place now where hip-hop is just commercialized, it's diluted. It's diluted to the point to where now, you just have to bob your head, and it's designed for people that's just drunk or high.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with it.
Hold on. Not to cut you. Is it really that way, or is it just the fact that we're getting older and we're not identifying what the young boys is identifying?
That's part of it.
I don't think that's.
And not to cut you, but cause just remember when we was younger and everything we talk about around KRS-One and all that, our parents were saying. That's not real music.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's
absolutely.
I think
like
that's
I said, I
for
was saying it. But what I think is a situation. Like you said, it don't have to be like that. But damn, I lost my train of thought.
I think there is some bit of truth to what you just said, but then I do think it's more of that it has got dummied down because. You have music that transcends time, generations, ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? You have those people that it lasts. Whereas then you have those that we have more artists today that fizzle out like this than it was yesterday.
But it's right.
Yesterday they were one-hit
why?
wonders.
It's right with
why?
What you say.
Why?
I'm about to say it because the shit that is, like you say, it's dumbed down right now. But that dumbed down shit is what sells. Yeah. I mean, it's about business.
Then what does it start with? What does it start with? Education.
True that.
Education is
the key. Wait.
It's always going to be the key.
Hold on, because the first rap that I remember is hip hop, hip it to the hip it.
Like I said, that was that hip hop to the barbershop music.
To the bang bang. But now is that dumbed down or is that real lyrics?
No. But see,
but that was the beginning.
Okay,
that was the beginning.
So I'm saying
it's supposed to evolve. Like we was talking about that earlier about evolving, evolving, and you should get certain artists should get to a certain point where, like a 50 Cent, I don't feel like he should still be talking about he banging in the hood because he's not.
Okay.
All right, you get to a certain point, you know, you don't have to do that shit. You can take it to a higher level because you got the money now. You don't have to do the dumb shit and talk about bang bang nigga die slow. You don't have to do that kind of music. You can do more enlightened stuff because you got the money. Now a dude just coming out, he may have. But if you got the money, do you really care? You're trying to elevate your art, or you should be. This is just for me.
That's the next thing.
Huh?
Is people trying to elevate their art, or are they trying to say, this is, see, because here's the thing. Somebody like 50 can try to get out of that, but if his fans go, we don't want to hear that. We want to hear get rich or die trying. What is he supposed to do? As an artist, as a businessman, at that point, what is he supposed to do?
How much money do you need?
It's how much money do you need, or is it how much money? Or is it how much money are you going to take to survive? Or is it even about money?
There comes a point where you have a responsibility to try to uplift your people, your race, and everything. So, what you did at the beginning to get money, after you get the money, you don't have to continue to do that. Because, like I just said, how much money do you need? Like this is just for me. This is just for me.
Okay.
One thing I like about Russell Simmons, we was talking about him, because that's where he's at. He does a lot of things to try to enlighten people and to uplift people. He's got the money now. He doesn't have to do.
But that doesn't start with hip hop.
No, it doesn't start. You're right.
It starts at home.
You're right.
Then it's funneled through schools. From the schools, it's back at home. It's not through what kids see nowadays. Is they're letting their parents letting them watch that stuff.
Right.
That's
If we as people get a hold of these kids and say, that's TV, that's music, but you gotta understand what the lyrics are in this music and how it applies to your life.
Right. I think I agree with you, because I think hip hop has been the excuse to say, because the thing is before there even was hip hop at the level that it is now, there still existed movies that was just about killers. I used to grow up watching them, but at the end of the day, I still had a presence at the house that said, matter of fact, the presence, when you have a presence there, you don't have to say nothing because you're watching the presence and subconsciously already being fulfilled.
Very few kids these days have that presence.
Right.
That's what you got to realize.
Right.
You know what?
So it takes a village to raise a child.
That's true.
Check this out. So